Hey guys, this is Maya and you are on my channel Bookshot. Today I am here with yet another book review. The Unsolved Case of an Indian Woman is a very short and fast-paced psychological thriller. This book was sent to me by the author Puneeth JH for a review. Puneeth is an Indian author who has published 3 books till date. The Unsolved Case of an Indian Woman is his third and very latest release. The other 2 books by Puneeth are Love, Lust and Loyalty in a Girl's Life and The Forbidden Quest of Mysore. The book begins with the story of 3 different characters, Meenu, Sneha and Miss Tandal. The initial few chapters in this book are dedicated to these 3 characters. The author takes enough time to introduce these characters to us. And there comes a point where these 3 characters get connected with each other, and from there the story moves in one single direction. The protagonist of the book is a 40-year-old lady, Miss Tandal. She is a lawyer who raises her voice against the corruptive practices that happen in the society. But Miss Tandal is a sort of person who lives with a constant fear of being watched, and she believes that somebody is looking forward to kill her. She receives threat notes every now and then from unknown people. But the thing is, whenever she approaches the police with her complaint, she never has those threat notes to show as a proof. She says that she destroyed those notes out of fear. And eventually the police starts neglecting her, saying that she is just overthinking and there is no such sort of thing happening out there. And hence Miss Tandal consults a doctor whose name is Dr. Yogi Patel. From there, things change. Many secrets get revealed. And the interesting part about this book is that when you finish reading this book, you are left out with a lot of questions. Just like the name of the book suggests, this book remains as an unsolved case in your mind. Even though this was a very short book, the author has taken enough efforts in developing the main character in the book. Also, Dr. Yogi Patel plays a major role throughout the story. Apart from them, there are so many supporting characters in this story. But when it comes to these supporting characters, I felt a kind of disconnect with these characters. I would not have minded if the book was little longer explaining these characters to us in detail. But again, based on the theme of the story, we don't really know whether these characters even existed or not. Puneeth has tried to bring in some social awareness through his book. The book talks about the Portuguese passport scam, which was in news at some point in time. It also talks about some political conflicts between Gujarat and Daman. Actually, a major part of the story takes place with Daman as its backdrop. Now, there are certain laws in India which are applicable only to the states of India and not to the union territories. Daman is actually a part of Gujarat. Like, if you see the map of India, it comes within Gujarat, but it is not a state. It is a union territory. And there are some laws which are applicable only to the states of India and not to the union territories, because of which there is always some scope for political conflicts between Gujarat and Daman. We also get to read about the major bridge collapse that happened in Daman few years ago. The author has cleverly tried to weave his story around these real incidences. Apart from this, we also get to read about women harassment and mental health issues throughout this book. It majorly covers the mental health issue of schizophrenia. It's a condition where people hear voices, they see imaginary things, and they even feel like somebody is trying to control their thoughts. The writing style of the book is quite decent and the language is easily understandable even to the beginner level readers. Technically, the writing is so nice, but sometimes I felt like it failed to connect the chord with the readers. There are certain instances in the book. While reading them, I thought that it was happening in the current time, but actually those incidents were happening somewhere in the previous decade or so. Like, the reader was not actually told about the timeline of those scenarios. So some of these things actually put me off at times. I hope you got my point. And while going through the author interviews of Puneeth, I came to know that this is the first book which has used Daman as its backdrop. Like, this is the first book where the story is happening in Daman. I really appreciate this. I feel that the author has done a very good job in giving us a glimpse of the lifestyle and culture of Daman. And I was not much aware about this place, and I was also not much aware about the political aspects of Gujarat and Daman. So hats off to the author. I am not a big fan of open endings, but I am quite happy that this book has a proper ending. Something did end towards the climax, but after that it is left for the reader to think why it ended that way. And I am okay with that. So that way I am quite satisfied with the climax of the story. And once you finish reading this book, you might want to reread the book to figure out which part of the story was real and which part of the story was not real. If you like reading stories that will make you keep thinking about various possibilities of that story, then you should pick this up. If you are someone who is fond of open endings, then this book is definitely written for you. I rate this book 3.8 out of 5 stars. This book is available all over the world and I will leave the links to purchase the book in the description box below. If you are interested, do check it out. And that's all for today's video, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you are new on this channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit on that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. See you in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe. Bye bye.